Welcome to episode 78 of Gaming Dad 101, the show where gamers became dads and we're now looking for cheat codes. If you're new to Gaming Dad 101, this show goes live each and every single Wednesday on podcast services around the world, and we go live on Fridays on YouTube as long as the recording worked this week. Fair warning.
Thank you for the disclaimer.
Yeah, I'm putting the disclaimer right in the front. Again, technical issues. It's guys, we're on a dad budget. That's what it boils down to. We're working with what we got. So... welcome to my co-host, Ricky.
What's going on, everybody?
So what's going on, Ricky? How you go ahead and vent your frustration a little bit, because I can see it in your face. I don't know if anybody else can right now, but I sure can.
Just trying to get things working, to get things recorded. Apparently, I hear my daughter screaming top of her lung now as well. So again, welcome to Gaming Dad 101.
The show where everything's on fire. Why not?
Just enjoying life, doing what I can. I'm enjoying some time off that I currently have.
Right.
I actually, surprisingly enough, I have not had any time to actually play video games.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I'm actually out.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. I've been doing nothing but playing Cuphead. And more Cuphead. And more Cuphead. And more Cuphead. And just in case you're doubting it, more Cuphead. It is so good, man.
I'm so jealous.
It's everything I wanted in Cuphead. Like, it literally just met my expectations. I'm loving it.
Really?
Yes, man, it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend. It's a very difficult game. However, it's something that you can definitely master by working at it. You know what I mean? It's something that you can actually practice, and it's kind of broken down in sequences. And when you die, it kind of shows you the progression that you had within that level. So you can always basically say, okay, I got this far. Let me work on getting that far. So basically the way that I look at it is I break it down into different patterns. So you have different sequences of different patterns that happen at a certain time. So really what you need to learn is you need to learn how to get through a certain pattern. And then it doesn't matter what sequence they're in. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot of randomness to the game, but it still follows patterns. So it's one of those cases where as long as you get a hold of the pattern, you will eventually be able to get a hold, be able to grasp it. I'm sorry. My dogs are fighting in the background, and they're totally... Boys. Stop. Jesus. Sorry about that. The 1,000 just everywhere, literally back and forth. Don't know if you were able to hear that, but I'm just like, what the anyway. So sequences. As long as you learn them, you're pretty much set. And yes, it is hard. I'm not going to pretend and be like, oh, I'm a master, blah, blah, blah. No. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm averaging B's on everything. I'm not, hey, whatever, man. I don't have the time. I sit there, I do the best I can. I'm getting a B. You know what? You know what a B is? That's passing, all right? That's all I care about right now. I will go back.
Bravo, okay? Bravo.
Bravo, man. I will eventually go back and try to S-rank all these things, but... With time. Let me get better. Let me get access to more upgrades and things of that nature. And then with time, I'll go back. But dude, so far, I'm loving the hell out of this game. And then there was a new game that came out called Ding Dong Ditch XL. Sorry. Ding Dong Ditch XL for the Switch. That just came out. It's 99 cents. So I went and I got it. It's 99 cents or 99 Nintendo points, which is what I did. So I technically got it for free. So it's worth it. It's a lot of fun. It's whatever. It's very addicting. Just go check it out. It's a very simple thing. Yeah, man, that's what I've been playing. I actually had some time to play this weekend.
I'm so jealous.
I'm sorry.
Well, what is... I did take the time, but it was legit only 20 minutes that I got to play a video game. And it was an old NES game or racing game. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, it was an emulator.
Heard.
Yeah.
Was there a murder in the background or something?
She's just highly excited. She's with her cousins.
I should really like the game that you play.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's go on with the show, Ricky. Now, every week we get together and you tell us the reasons why we're broke, Ricky. Why are we going broke this week?
So this week we have several games coming out. We have Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arsons, coming
Hmm.
out for the Switch on the 23rd. We have Come Over Here
That was all right.
coming. We have, I mean, almost every single Mortal Kombat game. If you don't know Scorpion, I mean, come on. Is he the mascot on this one too?
I,
Is
I
he?
mean, it's kind of always been between Scorpion and Sub Zero. Like they're the ones that sell Mortal Kombat. If you don't know who they are, we have a
Exactly.
different problem altogether.
Oh yes. So Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, the Switch, and PC on April the 13th or 23rd. I don't even. I guess my daughter wants to get that game. She's highly excited. Um, we have Steam World Quest, Hands of Galikmek, coming out for the Switch on April the 25th. We have Box Boy and Box Girl coming out for the Switch. So if you didn't try out that demo that was going out, I highly suggest it.
Wait, there's a
Uh,
Box Boy and Box Girl demo?
yeah,
Oh, geez, man, I didn't see that.
yeah. There was I believe it went live last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
Yeah, it went live a week before the game, so go try it out if you haven't.
All right, heck yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Coming out for April the 26th, and then of course the I am I am truly thinking about getting this game.
Are you really?
I am really thinking about it. Days Gone. It's
All
coming
right.
out this Friday, April the 26th.
So why are you thinking about getting it, Ricky?
It's just I hate survivor games because I don't spend too much time, and it's one of those type of games that you actually have to invest some time to to get places. But something about this one about just dealing with zombies, just there's so much love and attention that you have to do to your motorcycle. That's
Hmm.
like your lifeline. You can
Oh, so
actually,
this is just because Ricky likes motorcycles, and this kind of touch
yeah,
base on how Ricky likes his motorcycles, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I
you
thought
can
so.
you can customize your motorcycle
So this is
and
all
you
you
can
just want a
weaponize
motorcycle.
it. And I just want to ride the motorcycle all around town. I need to find gas for it. You can upgrade the tanks. I
You
can
need to
make it go
find gas
faster.
for it.
Yes, it's an
Oh
actual.
man.
Oh yeah, no. And if you actually have to like run away and do something, you actually have to like legit hide the motorcycle like good. Because if not, scavengers can actually come and whatever upgrades you did to your motorcycle, scavengers can come and steal your upgrades out of your motorcycle, and basically you're left back to zero. And yeah, no,
Okay.
there's a lot of mechanics that makes this thing very interesting, and I'm very curious on playing this game. So there's a very high possibility that I will be getting this game on Friday.
All
And
right.
I was talking to the guys at the big box retail store, and they
Okay.
told me that they're doing a 9 p.m. release the day prior. So I'm just like,
So in other words, you're getting it.
maybe.
What are you trading in for it?
I'm actually possible. I don't know if I. You know what? I'll say it. I'll probably be trading in Shakiro. Die twice.
Oh, really?
I still haven't passed the one level.
Oh God.
So at this point, I'm like, I'm just a fatal loser. I'm out.
Okay. I mean,
I don't have enough
it's
time to invest into it
it's
to
not for everybody,
get
definitely.
better. So most likely that'll be the goner
And you see, and that's part
for
of like,
Days
and I go
Gone.
back to Cuphead, but like Cuphead is just kind of like boss battles and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's no
Yep.
like in between. You just go to the level. So like, even though you have to learn these things, you're still not consuming time by doing all this other story stuff. With Sekiro, you're definitely going around and doing a whole mess of other things too. So it's just a way bigger game.
And it's sad because it's a beautiful game, and I will say it's a beautiful game. It plays beautifully, but I'm just not the type of player that is required for this game. So nobody hire me for this game because
Okay,
you'll
fair
be
enough.
stuck.
Fair enough. All right, now we don't have too many news for this week, primarily because we were delayed on last week's episode. So we kind of covered anything that we would have covered in between when we record episodes. And of course, we're trying to get back on schedule for this week. So there really isn't much. But we did find two things that were interesting. So, Crackdown 3 has a new update that's going to make all the DLC from the original game and Crackdown 2 available for free for download. And on top of the free content, they're now adding a squad support feature that apparently was a fan favorite. Now, are you a fan of the Crackdown games? Or?
I played.
I've never played them. I'm not even gonna
Really?
pretend. Never.
Okay. I played one when it first came out. And then I also have it downloaded on my Xbox. Thank you for the Games Pass. And I actually started playing through the missions and everything. It is a pretty fun game. Again, you get to blow up people. Your car transforms. You can drive your car up walls. I mean, of course, there's special upgrades that you got to do to it, but
Well, yeah.
the game is just it's super fun. It's not. I mean, it's not as I can't compare it. I mean, I'm trying to think. I kind of want to compare it to Saints Row, but I
Okay.
kind of don't at the same time because it's just that silliness, except without the adulting part of Saints Row.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, you have Terry Crews on it as a character that it's playable. I mean, it's a silly game and it's fun.
All right.
I truly do enjoy it, guys.
So go check it out with the
Yep.
DLC. And then the other bit of news that we have is so we've been talking about everything that's been going on with the gaming industry over in China. We've talked about Tencent and how their involvement has been with the Gideon structure. And we talked about how for a while last year they decided they were not going to be approving any new licenses for any new game releases
Eight
over in
months.
China. How long was it? 8 months?
8 months, basically.
All right.
That's a long time.
So now they are reopening the licensing, but there's been changes. So I'm going to go ahead and quote the article over on VentureBeat to state what changes. Quote, the new process includes an online game ethics committee created in December of 2018. This group will decide if games conform to China's social values, and publishers will also have to submit software through a new application process. China is also going to be more strict about the kinds of games it approves, showing more scrutiny towards cheap clones. It will also limit the number of poker and mahjong titles that make it to market. Apparently, in 2017, 37% of the 8,561 approved games were poker and mahjong. So, games in the industry are also conforming to the new anti-addiction rules, carding the amount of time and money minors can spend while gaming. Also, while browser games did not fall under scrutiny before, they will also now require to go through the same process as other games. Along with the rules come a few things that China is encouraging studios to do. That includes self-regulation, making titles that focus on China's traditional culture and history accuracy.
Yep. Sorry, I'm adjusting my camera live.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was reading this article, and that means what? Out of 8,000 games, roughly, that they approved last year.
37% or poker and mahjong.
Yeah, no, that
Now,
would.
I like mahjong or mahjong. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sure I'm saying
I
it
don't know
wrong.
either.
I apologize in advance.
I don't know either. But you're talking about that now would be probably about less than 5,000 games now that are going to be approved with this new law. The good thing is that you'll see a lot of those developers that just like to do copycats of other games.
Yeah,
Basically.
that you're going to see start going away a little bit.
Yeah, so.
But you know
hopefully-
what? I still like. I would rather have those games that have all this freaking censorship, man. Like
Yeah.
it sucks. It really like I understand it's the culture thing and everything, but it's just it blows my mind that we're again in 2019 and these things are happening. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just weird.
But hopefully that just means that we're just getting that much of a better quality of a game. Because now they're gonna have to. Well,
But is it? I mean, it's not really going to
Not
affect us.
really.
I'm sure. I'm sure it'll affect us to some extent, to some chasm. But
mhm.
how much? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we won't really see a big impact. I mean, the average player, you're talking about if you go on Steam, the average player is not even looking at a third, a good third of the games that are in Steam. So you'll probably see a lot of those games, slowly die out. And you'll just start getting a better curated list of games now on Steam. Hopefully, I don't know. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. That way, I don't have to go through 20,000 pages of games just to finally find a decent working game that's
Why
actually
not,
worth
Ricky?
my
Why not?
time.
Don't you like going into the catalogs and stores and just sifting through games, not knowing what any of them are, 15,000 of them looking basically the same and everything? Don't you like
Exactly.
that, Ricky?
I love it. Let me tell you, it is my life passion. That is what I do day to day. I can't get enough of it. So I am so glad that it's just hopefully just leaving or at least getting to a point where it's gonna get minimized.
Again, these are all like to sell within
Speculation.
China market, so it's within
Correct.
China's market. So I don't think it's really going to affect us too much. But
Not now. It's
I
just the
mean,
hopes are there.
fair enough.
The hopes
Fair.
are there. In other words, Steam, get your shit right, man.
Oh man. All right, and that kind of really does it for the news this week. We weren't kidding when we said there sadly isn't too much this week. It's not, there was a lot of stuff last week and we covered it all. And
Yes, and there was a
unfortunately,
lot of good stuff last week.
yes, there was a lot of good stuff last week. I mean, but you know what? Let's go back and kind of discuss some of last week. We're really looking and gearing into talking about the next gen,
Yep.
and we saw what's coming with PlayStation 5. There's rumors circulating around about the Xbox. There was an article that I found, but I wasn't able to kind of verify a lot of the information that was on it. So I didn't want to talk about it too much on the show, but there's of course talks about Xbox coming out with a stronger console than PlayStation, all this back and forth. So I kind of wanted to get your thoughts, Ricky. What are you looking for in the next gen? I mean, we've reached a point where graphics are as high as they are. The fidelity for the graphics is super high. We're basically just getting adapted PCs. What are you looking for? What would make you buy a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox 2? Like what's going to make you spend that money? Because at this point, we're looking to have the another, quote unquote console war.
Yeah.
And I hate using the term, but there's going to be a new generation and there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser, whether we like it or not. PlayStation has essentially won this generation, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One era, but who's to say what's going to happen on the next one?
hmm Definitely, I am looking for a lot better first party games. So definitely come out with a lot better first person.
First
First
person.
party, Jesus Christ. I'm just,
Today is just.
yeah, no, I'm just thinking about, honest, if you really want my honest opinion, my brain is at Days Gone right now. And
Is it seriously that bad?
it, it really has me, por my cojones,
You
it just,
really want that game, don't
yes, I really do. I
you?
really do. I can't.
Okay.
I can't lie to you guys. I will admit my dirty little secrets that I don't admit to my wife. And yes, sorry, babe.
Oh God.
No, but definitely first party games.
Okay.
Uh,
So you say first
visual.
party games. Any titles that you're particularly looking for?
Not specifically Nintendo wise. I really just want the Mario RPG 2 to come out for the Switch. To be honest, I don't know
I
why,
mean,
but that's also another game that I'm looking forward to.
oh, God.
When it comes to visual quality, I mean, honestly, you really won't be able to tell once it gets higher than 4K. I know that they're talking about trying to go to 8K and all that stuff, but to me, I really don't care about that. To me, I am more into when I look at consoles, I look
Mhm.
at the library of games that they have, and it's more of what games am I just gonna have fun in. I really processing power right now. The Xbox and PlayStation, I am currently happy with your processing powers. I have no issues with it. The only thing that I truly care about is, are you gonna give me games that I'm actually gonna truly enjoy, or are you gonna give me games that are just crap?
Okay. So then, what games are you looking for? Throw something wild out there. Like, what would you like to see?
What would I like to see? I want to see the new Halo. Please don't make it like your Halo 5, because I'm sorry, that was a that was not my. I was not a big fan of
You
Halo
weren't a fan of
5.
5?
No, I was not a fan of
Okay.
5. I was more a fan of 4 and backwards. You
Okay.
know, I
And
get,
backwards.
yeah, and backwards. Yeah, back over there, back over there.
I'll
Yeah,
that way. Got it.
yeah. No, with 5, I get the 4 crew run things that they had going on, where you're basically playing with like 3 other computer members,
Hmm.
and I think it would be pretty fun if you were playing it with the friends and families or whatever. It would be a lot more fun. But to me, I again, because I have multiple consoles, I don't have friends on every single console, at least not for every single game that I'm playing. Definitely, I want to start seeing a lot more couch co-op games. Because I
Yes,
want
that
to.
would be nice to see a lot more of that.
Yes, that if you bring me a lot more couch co-op games, that would be something that I would truly definitely look into and purchasing that specific console first.
I mean, I think that's a pretty safe bet. We've been seeing the couch co-op, genre kind of come back a little bit more and
Kinda.
more, and
More on
I
the
like
Nintendo
that.
side.
That was granted, yes,
Yes.
Nintendo's been the one mostly doing this, but at the same time, I think you're still seeing it more and more through PlayStation and Xbox as well. But yeah, Nintendo to an extent is leading the charge. But at the same time, yes, it would be nice to have that. I love the thought of being able to play, multiplayer games on my couch. Now, there is the problem of playing multiplayer shooter games where you have the little tiny screens and everything, but at the same time, who doesn't remember their childhood doing that with all your friends growing up and just riding bike to your friend's house and
Yep.
doing that? So that'd be nice to bring back. As far as next gen, dude, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I want anymore. Like you said, we're at a point where
Yep.
graphics are pretty much as good as they're gonna get.
Mhm.
I mean, the only thing left to improve is audio, but even then, like that is kind of like how do you improve the audio to such extent? You would need, people would need to start investing in the audio devices in their home. Now,
Mhm.
not everybody has a surround system. Some people do, some people don't. But
But look at what Hellblade did though. Whenever you play that
oh,
game with
with the headset,
headphones,
yeah.
exactly. Whenever you play with the headset, it just creates a whole new different style of
But
play
here's the
because
thing,
you're
Ricky.
able to
If
hear.
Hellblade already did it on PlayStation 4, how do you outdo it
Improve
on
it,
PlayStation 5?
improve it, somehow improve it
Okay.
to where improve it to a level. I don't. Again, this is it might you might say it's taken away from a game, but make it to where if you add your extra headset to while you're playing, it just gives you an extra benefit or something. I don't know, something along the lines. I'm just trying to think over here.
Come on, Ricky.
Xbox.
You're the one with the brain that has the Xbox Switch combination,
Damn
man.
it,
Come
man!
on.
I was just about to say that. I was just gonna say Xbox. If you want me to buy your stuff, come out with the Xbox handheld Switch. That's right. And thank you. You know what? I want to say this. I want to say thank you to everybody out there that's on the same boat as I am that
Oh yeah,
believe.
you're gonna bring this up, aren't you?
Yes, I know you said for everybody to keep it hush hush because you don't want them to get me
No,
hyped
that's
up and
fine. Go
everything.
ahead, brother.
But
Preach on. Preach
at
on.
this point, come on guys, let's unionize. Let's get
Let's
this going.
unionize. Unionize. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to hear. Yeah.
Let's get the ball rolling, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
we can do it.
Geekend is not unionizing. Geekend does not do. No. Put my foot down. Oh God.
No, but yes.
Nope. Yes. Solid. All right.
I lost my train of thought. But
Yeah,
yeah.
we know
Oh,
your head day's gone.
better backwards compatibility.
Well, we did already hear confirmation that it. Well, yeah, I think it's been pretty much confirmed that by Mark Cerny that it is going to be compatible with a PS4. It's not going to be able to go back to 3, 2, and 1
Hmm.
because they're different chipsets and stuff like that, and that's what apparently is the issue. I don't know if it's something that they're able to emulate or anything going forward,
Correct.
but they're saying that you're going to be backwards compatible at least to the PlayStation 4. So
And what I want to
that's positive.
confirm, yeah, what I want to confirm is it backwards compatible digitally only, or is it backwards compatible with disc?
I don't think they're going to
That's
talk about that, but realistically, I don't think that's
okay.
going to be too big of a deal. Look at what Xbox was able to do with teaming up with the GameStop. where you trade in the physical media and you get a digital code for the game that you had. So there's ways to circumvent that, and I don't think that that's necessarily the be all tell all, but it would be an interesting thing if PlayStation does adopt the same kind of idea that Xbox had in turning in your games for a digital code. So will it be
See,
physical? I mean, I don't think that
uh,
we're out of the physical space yet, though.
exactly. Because for me, for
At
example,
least
I'm
two
I'm
more
a
consoles, in my
no,
opinion.
yeah. For me, as an example, I love to collect the games. So when I was talking about probably trading Shakira Die Twice, that's most likely honestly, that is most
You're
likely a
probably going to
lie.
change your mind, is that what you're saying?
No, that's most likely a lie. I will probably definitely keep the game. Um, but no, yes, like right now, I have a drawer full of Xbox 360 games that I am able to actually play on the Xbox One. And that's why, honestly, that's what's lately been attracting me to play, those old games because I have a 360 console, but I have it put away, and there's really hasn't been anything that's told me to take out to dust it off and take it out of the closet and
Take
everything.
out your 360.
But I have it
Dust
on the
it
Xbox
off.
One.
Dust it off.
It works perfectly fine on the Xbox One. And to me, it plays slightly better because some of the
I
graphics are
wouldn't
kind of
know
updated.
because I was gonna buy the Xbox sad, but I didn't.
I
And
expect
I'm
so.
not going to. Have you seen the hashtag for that new Xbox all digital?
No.
It's hashtag Xbox sad.
Oh, yeah, that I saw. I was like, Jesus Christ, really? Really?
Yes, man. Everybody's sad. We all expected a better price point.
I'm over here still trying to play freaking Zelda Breath of the Wild, but it's still at $60.
Ricky, Nintendo games don't go down in price. It
I know
very
that.
rarely go on sale.
I know that freaking thing
So,
that even the console itself that even dropped in price during Christmas. It just gave you an extra. What is it? They gave you some kind of a gift card as a bundle. It's like buy our console. We won't go down in price, but I'll give you a gift card for my full price games.
whatever works, man. All right, so let's just go ahead and cut this episode short. This episode has been painful for us already, and there's barely anything to talk about. We apologize, but again, we cut these episodes too close together. We probably should have done something different for this week. C'est la vie. All right, now before we do,
Babe.
moving on. Before we go ahead and end the week, this week the cheat code was written by yours truly, Ricky. And I know I said that weird, but I set that up very weird. My brain is gone. Brain is shutting down now. Bye bye, guys. Ricky, what's the cheat code for this week?
Take it if you can, baby.
Take it if you can. All right, so
Now,
I'm not
basic.
going to read the note that I put on the doc, but you know that I put a note on the doc, so please clarify for everybody else, just to make sure we're all on the same page.
So, I'll give you a perfect example. I am the type of person that is very spontaneous. I am the type of person that most likely, if you tell me, hey, let's go do something at the last possible second, I probably would if I can.
What you're saying is
So,
call you at 2 o'clock in the morning, Ricky. Let's go clubbing.
well, probably not clubbing, but if you tell me it's like, Ricky, let's go like out of town or something, I'll probably be like, all right.
For the record, I would never
That's
call you at 2 o'clock in the morning to say let's go clubbing. I'm more likely to call you at 2 o'clock in the morning to say let's go get breakfast.
uh, again, all right.
What's up?
I am that, and that's just me. That's just I am that kind of person. I am fortunate enough that I have a lovely wife that just rolls with the punches. And if I tell her, it's like, hey, babe, for example, I was just invited to go out of town at the last second. So as soon as this episode or this recording is over, I will actually be heading out of town.
Oh, seriously? Are you like leaving right after? Like, are you like getting up when you're done,
No,
turning
yes.
off the computer and just walking away?
Yes,
Oh, damn. Okay.
no, like yeah, like the editing portion on my side, my
It'll
stuff will
be
be up
it'll
on
be up.
Friday,
Hopefully,
but it
if all
won't
the
get
other issues
edited.
didn't prevent it.
Exactly. If there's no issues and I'm able to edit this episode, I will have it live for Friday. But in the meantime, I will not be dealing with this because I will be leaving town.
You know what we should do if there's something wrong with the episode? We'll just post pictures of ourselves with what we're wearing right now and just do like a South Park thing where we cut our mouth open and make it move. So it looks like we're talking. That's what we should do if something goes wrong with the video.
But yeah.
You know what? I got ways. We'll talk about it later.
There you go.
All right. So take every opportunity and every chance that you get given. Basically, grab it by the horns.
There you go. That too.
There you go. Sweet. All right. So before we leave, anything you want to share? Anything you want to recommend? Anything you want to put out there?
I've been watching the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I actually finished it.
Oh yeah, how was it?
I enjoyed both 2 seasons of it, and I truly did enjoy it. It's dark, so for those out there that remember like the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch, forget that. Throw that out the window.
It's nothing like that.
Go completely with a brand new mindset because it's completely 100% different than
You're recommending a show, and I wanted to recommend one too, but here's the thing. So I was setting up for the episode, and the TV just happened to be on, and it just randomly played something on Hulu that caught my attention, but I don't know the name. It's called Casual Something.
Okay.
So now I need to look it up. So I will probably come back next week and recommend that. But I ended up watching like half an episode. As soon as we're done recording, I'm going to turn it back on and see if I can find it again because it was very interesting. Like I said, Casual Something. I don't freaking know. So we're going to check it out. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that about does it. Anything else, man?
That's about it. I mean,
all right.
Apex lost 75% of their viewers so far.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
And you wait till now to bring that up?
Just kind of decided to do, my old Ricky breaking news kind of moment.
It lost what?
Yeah, about 75% from what they started off with.
Whoa. Well, you got to think about it. They haven't really put anything new out again. I know that. I mean, you get. Games like Fortnite, they lose and players come back when the new seasons come in and there's new content and stuff of that nature. So I wonder what they're doing to kind of prep that.
But yeah, it was Apex streams views drops by 75% in just a month. So yeah, guys, that sucks. It goes from 40 million hours of watch time down to 10 million hours of watch time, which that's still a lot of watch time. There's still a lot of watch time, but it dropped significantly.
Well, maybe it's because people aren't watching it; they're playing it.
And let's hope.
All right. Like that's what we can hope. All right, now let's go ahead and kick it off for this week. Thank you very much for joining us this week, everybody. Remember that Gaming Data goes live each and every single Wednesday on podcast services everywhere, and it goes live on video It goes live on YouTube as a video on Friday. Yeah, that's how English works.
It goes live as a video on YouTube.
On YouTube on Friday. I don't, whatever.
Leave it to the dogs, baby.
Leave it to the dogs. All right, well, I'm just going to cut it. Thank you guys for joining us. See you next week.
Luego.